Is a $500 water filter truly better than a $40 Brita? In this video, I'll be putting them to the test to find out, and you need to watch till the end if you want to see the lab results for yourself. Hi, I'm Gary the Water Guy, and I simplify water filtration to help you conquer crappy water for your family. First of all, what's the difference between the two? Well, the $40 Brita is a pitcher that has one carbon filter in it. When you fill it with water, the water flows through that carbon filter by gravity, and the filtered water collects in the bottom. When you use up some of that filtered water, you refill it to start or continue the filtration process. This $500 5-stage Hume high-efficiency reverse osmosis drinking water system gets installed in your home, so you have limitless amounts of reverse osmosis water on hand. Now, this system uses your household water pressure to force your water through a sediment filter to remove the dirt, 2 carbon filters to remove the chemicals. Then water is forced through the membrane under pressure, and that treated, purified water is stored in a tank. When you open the faucet, water flows under pressure from the tank through the dedicated faucet quickly to fill your coffee carafe or make your Kool-Aid. I sure couldn't believe the difference in the lab results that I found when we had the treated water tested, but we'll get to that later. So what are the pros and cons of each system? So when we look at the pros of the Brita, we can see that it's low cost, there's no installation necessary, and the filter replacement is super easy. And the cons consist of, well, it's just one-stage filtration. That carbon filter produces very little water at a time, and it takes up space in your fridge or on your counter. And in terms of maintenance, both of these systems need to have their filters replaced. So the Brita system, again, just has one filter, but the filter's only good for 40 gallons of water, about once every month for most families, which works out to about $85 a year in replacement filter costs. So when looking at the pros of the Hume Water Saver 75, we can see that it has 5 stages of water filtration. There's an unlimited supply of treated water being produced, and it can be connected to a fridge and ice maker. The cons are that it's much more expensive than the Brita, and there's more time and effort when doing a filter change. And when we look at maintenance of the Hume Water Saver 75, we see that the filters need to be replaced after 12,000 gallons of water usage, typically about once per year per family. And the total cost of those filters is about $80. Now, when getting ready to submit the water samples for testing, we followed the manufacturer's recommendation of flushing both systems 3 times after installing their new filters. Both systems are brand new. Now, when getting ready the water samples to have both of these systems tested at the lab, we need to keep a couple things in mind. First of all, the large bottle is for first draw recommended. In other words, once the water has sat in the system for a period of time, 6 hours or longer, to make sure that it's not picking up any contaminants from the system itself. So we're going to be filling the large bottle to the shoulder. We're going to be collecting that water sample after water's been stagnant in the pipes, or in the Brita in this case, for 6+ hours. The water in this sample will have had time to interact with the plumbing or the container that it's in to reveal any container or plumbing related issues. So we're going to be collecting that water sample as soon as possible from when the water flows from the faucet or the tap. So the small bottle is fully flushed. The recommendation is to fill it to just below the top. Now we're going to run this water for 5 minutes, then collect the sample. So this will help reflect the quality of the water as it comes directly from the source. Now, again, for the Brita, it's just going to be the water that's at the bottom, and the reverse osmosis system is going to be the water once the tank has been flushed out. We submitted both samples for third-party testing to tapscore.com. So we received the results back from TapScore, and I put it on this spreadsheet so we can check them out here. So laundry sink result, that's our raw water. Brita result, that's after it's gone through the Brita, and reverse osmosis result is after it's gone through a reverse osmosis system. So you can see here the pH went from a 7.66 down to 6.94 after the reverse osmosis, so dropped a little bit going through the Brita, but not as much. The total dissolved solids dropped again somewhat going through the Brita, but it dropped significantly going through the reverse osmosis system, down by almost, actually a little bit more than 90%. You can see that the hardness, 225 parts per million. Actually, I was quite surprised that through the Brita it dropped quite a bit. And then you can see it's almost nothing after it's gone through the reverse osmosis system. And the alkalinity started off at 193 parts per million and ended up at 10 through the reverse osmosis system. And again, it improved a little bit through the Brita, so that's good news. Uranium going through the Brita, it did drop, and again, I was surprised to see that, and none detected after it's gone through the reverse osmosis system. Same with arsenic. The Brita didn't do anything for removing the arsenic, but the reverse osmosis system actually did. And copper, 0.13 parts per million. And again, the Brita removed some of that and none detected after the reverse osmosis system. And again, with fluoride, you can see that it dropped significantly through the Brita, but none detected after the reverse osmosis system. Strontium, again, similar result. And you can see calcium, 64 down to 12, ended up at 1.3 parts per million. Chloride, magnesium, again, a huge drop going through the reverse osmosis system. And sodium, salt. That's really what reverse osmosis is really good at. So it went from 32 parts per million to 33 parts per million. It increased slightly, but that's probably within the margin of error for the testing process. And through the reverse osmosis system came down to 4.9 parts per million. Now, you can get the Brita at Amazon as I did, and if you'd like, you can check out the reviews there. The Hume Water Saver 75 high-efficiency reverse osmosis systems you can get from our websites, either waterestore.com or waterestore.ca in Canada. We offer free shipping and discount pricing. And again, you can check out the reviews just by scrolling further down the page. And there you can see reviews like the one from Terry W. in Newmarket, Canada, where he says the Hume 75 is a wonderful RO system, compact and easy to install. I'm very pleased with the system and would highly recommend this product. Or you can see the one from ED in Suffolk, US, where he says fast delivery and it was a breeze for me to install. Now, I'm encouraging you to keep in mind why you're actually considering water filtration in the first place. If you just want to make small quantities of water taste better and remove some of the contaminants, the Brita is a very cost-effective way to get that job done. But if you want to remove significant amounts of contaminants of total dissolved solids like salt, potassium, copper, aluminum, nitrates, uranium, lead, fluoride, arsenic, microplastics, and forever chemicals like PFAS, PFOA, pharmaceuticals, and personal care products, and to create a barrier from bacteria, the Hume Water Saver 75 high-efficiency reverse osmosis drinking water system is definitely the way to go. And if you're looking for more information about our Hume Water Saver 75 reverse osmosis drinking water systems, you can go to our websites, either waterestore.com in the US or waterestore.ca in Canada. We offer free shipping and discount pricing. Click here for your next video on reverse osmosis drinking water systems, and I'll see you there.